Hi, I'm Alyssa. I'm a self-care and skincare specialist. Today we are going to be talking about everything eyebrows. Me personally, I've gone through 3 different phases of my eyebrows. I've had real hair, I've gotten them microbladed, and I've had no hair, so I've used temporary eyebrow tattoos. Right now, currently, I'm going through a version of all 3 or all of the above, whatever you'd like to call it. If you take a look at my eyebrows now, you can see that I clearly have some real growth, and then underneath you can see my microblading. I actually have 2 different sets of microblading. The first set is this dark gray one that you see. On this side, you can see the difference between my first set and my second set, which is the color and the tone, I believe, and the depth of the pigment used. That's a discussion for another time though. So on this one, you can see there's a lighter brown pigment on top and kind of evens out the rest of my brows. So there's a lot going on. We're gonna add a little bit to it today. So we are gonna be doing the rest of my brows with My 2 Brows temporary eyebrow tattoos. We are gonna be using the set Classy Curve in the size small today. We're gonna be customizing it to fit the rest of my face shape, so let's get to it. It's a good thing that each set of eyebrows comes with a set of instructions, because no matter how many times I do it, I'm the type of person who freaks out and needs to read instructions again and again and again. So step 1 is to remove any existing hair, and clearly, since I have a little bit of growth, we are gonna have to go in and fix some of that. Don't mind my voice change there. I'm just a little sad to have to remove what I've worked so hard to grow myself. Side 1, done. Side 2, done. Step 2 is to clean your eyebrows. I have some waterproof micellar water that I'm just going to be using to clean. Whoop. Whoa. Step 3 is to cut out your eyebrows. So for me personally, because I'm only doing the tail, I'm gonna make sure that my cutout is pretty precise around the tail, and then I'll line it up and make sure to trim it up even further from there. So one of the biggest differences between actually having eyebrow hair and not having eyebrow hair is like the method of filling it in, because let's be honest, you have no control over your eyebrow growth, your eyebrow hair growth. You can put castor oil on and you can try all the other methods, but it's really not up to you now, is it? So that's just something that's tough to come to terms with. So the biggest pros for actually having your own eyebrow hair is that it's there forever. Normally you can trim it, it'll grow back. The cons is it's there forever, you can't control it, the expense of it. So I got the first side cut out. It is this one. We are just gonna line the tail up right here. I'm gonna make a little cut right down here at the bottom, because I don't have hair up here at the top, and then I don't have hair starting from here. Obviously you guys can see. So I'm just gonna line that up, make a trim here. And then here. Did I go too far? We'll see. Okay, tell me how crazy this looks. we would line it up like so. Steps 4, 5, and 6 are all just about the application. So it's remove the film, place the eyebrow, apply the wet cloth. So we've got my brow. We are going to remove the film. It's the sticky side is the part that you stick on your skin. So the part that you just remove the film from is the part that goes on the skin. I'm going to line it up a little wider. Like that. Let's do it. Hold this on for 15 to 20 seconds. And then you remove. Okay, wow, that lined up and that's laying perfectly, perfectly. Let's do side 2. Pros and cons about having microbladed eyebrows is that they are done by a professional, right? So someone who's gone through very extensive training to create eyebrows. They know how to use the shapes. This has a good guide on it for placing your eyebrows. They use something very, very similar. Makeup artists go through very similar training, but it's done by a professional, right? You can place your trust in someone else's hands. One of the pros to microblading is that it lasts a long time. Clearly, you can see mine. I got my first ones done in, I think, winter of 2016. And look at how you can very much still see them. However, it's a semi-permanent form of tattoos. So it's not made to last forever, it's made to fade. And then you're supposed to get yearly touch-ups pretty much done. I've never been someone who's been in like a financial place to get microblading done. I've been fortunate enough that actually every time I've gotten it done, the first one it was gifted to me and the second one, the lady who did it donated them. But microblading the touch-ups, you're supposed to go in yearly. And it's never been something that's been that high on my list to do. So when I moved to New Jersey, the pandemic happened. I moved away from my girl who did that microblading and I had to resort to other ways. I found my 2 brows. I actually worked with them for another video prior. And I've really enjoyed everything to do with their company, the customer service. Everything is just phenomenal so far. So the biggest difference with temporary eyebrow tattoos and my 2 brows, one is the customization. There is so many different options to choose from on the website and even in the sample packs that you get sent. See what styles you like. The best thing about my 2 brows is that you can change it up every once in a while. You can cut off your tails, you know, piece it together. It's not permanent, so you don't have to stick with something if you don't actually like it. But it's permanent enough where if you do it, you leave it for a few days and you're good to go. It's high maintenance to be low maintenance. We've talked about this on my channel a lot, all about your routines. You should have different routines for different energy levels and different days of the week, different months, different, you know, it's all about routines and all about being able to adapt because the one constant in life is change. So you have to be able to adapt to that change. My 2 brows is a perfect example of it. Look at me. I'm going through literally all 3 phases of my eyebrows at the same time right now. I love it. I couldn't be any happier. How did that end up there? Ready for the review? Whoa. So I know my real eyebrow hair looks really wild right now, but can we take a look and appreciate my 2 brows? Let's brush it all together. Maybe I should have tapered this one a little more like I did for this one instead of a straight line. I got a little excited. But honestly, it's not that bad. Option number, infinity, we can go in with makeup. So anytime that we have one of these options, whether it be real eyebrow hair, whether it be microblading or temporary eyebrow tattoo, if it's not to your liking, you can just go in and fix it with makeup, It's not that serious. Life's not that serious. This is just going to accentuate the fact that my real eyebrow hair isn't that thick. going to lay it into place. Stay with me. It's right here in my brows that are so thick, but it's so hard to control. Yo, you can't tell me that doesn't immediately already look better. Along with their brows, My Two Brows also makes something that is super beneficial, and it's just going to elevate their product. They make an anti-shine powder. So we're gonna plop that on because you can tell the difference between the shininess on the tail of my brow versus the front of my brow where the actual hair is. It comes with a little puff, but I'm gonna use a brush for that precision. Ooh, look at that. It already just like made it blend in a little bit. So we just have to go back in with our spoolie, fluff it all out. I might take it a little step further and go in with a microfrill brow pen. Blend these two pieces together. And then fill in this front area here. And if there's anything that's like a little too harsh, you can just blend it out. And then rebrush. You can't tell me this isn't killing it. Are you kidding me? It's like mic drop for me, honestly. All right, now that my brows are literally perfect, we are gonna leave them. When it comes time to remove, I'll be using the Smooth Remove from My Two Brows. It uses actually a lot of natural oils like green tea and jojoba oil. Its ingredient deck is very short, which makes my esthetician heart very happy. Honestly, guys, when it comes to your eyebrows overall, you just have to go with what your soul is telling you. Not everything is one size fits all, and that's totally okay. No one's particularly right, no one's particularly wrong. Your eyebrow, you have no control over your eyebrow hair growth. So if you don't like the way that it's growing, please don't be afraid to explore other options. If you happen to lose your eyebrows like I did and like so many of us other alopecians did, explore these options. You have plenty of them. And if you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments. We would love to go over it with you. Or if you would love to see more about my stuff in particular, you can head on over to my channel. It's Alyssa Ann here on YouTube, or it's I'm Alyssa anywhere else. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have the best rest of your day.
If you lost your brows and you want a solution that's super easy and quick to apply, then click the link below and head to mytwobrows.com to check out our free virtual mirror where you can try out 5 different styles, 5 sizes, 11 colors of brow on your face with your phone or your computer. And then you can pick whatever you like best and get your free sample pack on your first order.